Alrighty, Repco Bathurst 1000 Friday press conference, and some familiar faces in the middle, joined by a couple of new names that we didn't get up in here yesterday. So well done to Brodie Kostecki and Dave Russell doing a wonderful job in getting that car tuned up, and we'll start with our two drivers in the middle. Brodie, it's one of those weekends at the moment. The car looking very good. You're rolling it out every time and doing your job. Just how are you tracking right now? Can you sort of believe how it's playing out?
I can and I can't, but yeah, the trophy's on Sunday, so we're sort of just taking it day by day and trying to keep up with the track. It seems to be progressing quite quickly with the rubber, so that's been a bit tricky this weekend. So we're just been trying to tick our boxes, focus on ourselves, and Dave's done an awesome job. We've had him in the car a lot this week so far, and his feedback's been really good. So yeah, it's been a good weekend so far for us.
How difficult was it to get a bit of momentum going and stay focused in that session, given the red flags, and particularly, not nice to see it happen to your teammate?
Yeah, obviously it wasn't great to see Will go in. I think if he didn't, he would have been up here with myself. Our cars have been quite fast all weekend, and but they'll get it right tonight and get it sorted for the race on Sunday. But yeah, it's been a great day so far.
Is it fair to say we never quite saw the real speed out of the 99 today as well, with the way things played out in that session?
To be honest, I don't really know. Sort of really hard to tell. The track was really up and down throughout the session, and I think the track was at its best, I think just before the last red flag. So pretty hard to tell, but I felt like I got the most out of my lap. But it was on the second lap, so the tyres weren't quite as good. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow.
Well done today. Take it to your co-driver, who also doing a really nice job. Just how comfortable are you in car 99? Obviously, Brodie looking pretty at home in there. You feeling the same thing that he's feeling?
Yeah, for sure. Well, practice 2 yesterday, I sort of had a run, and that went quite well. So for me, then it's the focus. You can go out and do a lap in it, but I've got to do my stints on Sunday. So for me, that's the most important thing, to understand the car throughout it, what's happening at the start, mid and end of stint. And yeah, I've sort of simulated a few things where I've sort of wound the wick up, if you like, at the end when the tyres have degged a little bit, and just to put yourself in some of those sims where you might have a safety car or something like that. So I feel comfortable with what I need to do to the tyre, and as Brodie said, the track's evolving and changing a little bit, and it will do on Sunday. So we just got to get a really good understanding on what the car needs for us to go fast on race day.
You're a bit of a journeyman in the supercars world. I mean that in a really loving way. You've worked and worked and worked for an opportunity that you've now got this weekend. For all the times that you must have shown up at this place knowing that you're unlikely to walk away with a trophy, is it all the more exciting when you can come Saturday and Sunday knowing that you've got a real rocket ship and an amazing driver to drive with? Yeah,
for sure. I think, I rocked up here at different times, and yeah, I think I did a good job back then too. But yeah, look, there's a lot of different things that change, of course, in the supercar paddock with different opportunities. And yeah, look, you look back at that, I couldn't, there's no point looking in to say, oh, this opportunity, who cares? At the end of the day, I'm just focused on winning the race and doing the best job I can for this guy and the whole team. So that's the most important thing right now.
Well done to this point, and good luck for tomorrow's action. Let's go to Jimmy. Newline Racing looking very quick. We saw on both occasions in practice, I think, as well. We had at 1.2 cars inside the top 5. So what's working so well for you around this place?
Well, I can't give away all the secrets. But yeah, I mean, I've always enjoyed driving around this track like everyone else, and we've just been making baby steps as a team this year. It hasn't been easy, and I think it's just come down to all the hard work and not giving up. We're still building, and I think we're starting to really find our groove now. So it's just about, focusing on our job, like Brodie's saying, tick our own boxes, and, if we do a good job ourselves, we know we'll be up the front come the Sunday.
How are you going, Dylan, working with James and finding your feet at Premier Racing so far this weekend?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, to have the continuity with Jimmy from last year really helped. So, yeah, this year slotted straight back in and feeling comfortable. I think this track, is suiting our car and driving style. So, we put Sandown behind us and, new weekend, and I think we're both pretty eager to, get a solid result come Sunday.
Okay, well done today. Also, good job in the Porsches too. Let's go over to Anton. I think it was after one of the practice sessions today, can't remember if it was Larko or Murph, but you said that you felt like maybe your car was somewhere between 5th and 10th quicker. So chuffed to be sitting here at a press conference come Friday?
Yeah, it's always good to make the shootout firstly. It's such a cool session, which we all really want to be part of. So that's the first tick for the weekend. But yeah, we've just been working away, doing our own thing. The car was probably as good as we're going to get through that session. Tony's been doing the bulk of the tuning, so I'll just give credit to him for that one. And yeah, it all worked out well. Obviously, a couple of red flags, threw a few spanners in there, but overall, it's good to be here.
A good Friday for you, TD. What do you think the weekend looks like for you and Anton?
Well, I only did about 5 laps today, so it's been a very relaxing day. Had a nice massage after lunch, and yeah. But Anton did a great job in that session. The car, you know, they're not easy to drive around here, these new cars. You're definitely holding on to them. And, you know, we've been making a lot of setup changes, and I've been doing longer runs, trying to understand how the car's going to be over a longer stint with, you know, fuel and tyres and all that sort of stuff. And today Anton, you know, turned up the week and, you know, changed the setup for quali and, you know, really extracted everything out of it in that session. After looking at the lap that he did, I don't think there's much more there.
All right, well done, guys. We'll take some questions from the journalists here.
Yeah, just put your bonus up there.
Roddy, mate, how's Will going, and can you give us a bit of an insight into what happened out there for him?
I haven't actually seen him too much, but I'm sure he's gutted, and you know, he knew they had a good opportunity to make it into the shootout, and obviously it's pretty easy to make mistakes around here, and it's, you know, pretty punishing when you do, but you know, he'll be there come Sunday. They've been really fast all weekend as well, and you know, he's been pushing me all year as well, so yeah, there's no reason that, you know, he won't be there on Sunday, so I'm sure he's fine.
For James, for Brody, for Anton, it seems like a lot of drivers are only getting the best lap of the run on their second push lap. How do you think the shootout is going to go tomorrow? Are you able to optimise it in one lap, do you reckon, then?
I think I did both of my laps on lap 1, so I'm pretty comfortable heading into the shootout.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully everyone is only good on the second lap, because I didn't even try one, so yeah, I think just put the pressures up and hang on, should be right. Yeah.
Anton and Tony, then you said you think that that's about the most the car had in that quali session. How do you think you're going then for race performance? You know, long stints. How are you looking?
Probably about where we are. I think we did a pretty good job of maximising our package today and so far. We've been pretty consistently about half a second off Brody, so it's probably about where it's at, I think. And that's been in pretty much every session. So, yeah, we'll keep working at it. But, yeah, our car feels pretty good. We're doing a good job. Ludo's working hard, and this is where we are.
Do you think then is Brody capable of being caught this weekend?
Maybe, I don't know, unless something miracle happens to our thing overnight, not by us, but anything can happen come Sunday. It's a long race. Obviously, the cars have got to survive first and do all that and get through it. No damage and everything, but all goes clean. Yeah, we'll be trying our best.
Anton, there's been a lot of talk this week about parity. Good luck. There are two brands up here. Are you still at a disadvantage that has nothing to do with teams and something to do with cars, or have things changed? What's changed that the Mustangs were as competitive as they were today, not just you, but all of them?
I wouldn't say that competitive. I guess there's been a pretty consistent big gap to the fastest of the other brands. So whatever fills that in between doesn't really matter. The gap's been pretty big and pretty consistent. Obviously, they're doing an amazing job, but I think we maximised our package today as well. But that's how it is. Obviously, we've read all the other things. I haven't been a part of any other stuff. We've just been getting on with it. The team's been doing all that side of things behind closed doors. But, yeah, I think it's all... Everyone knows what the situation is, but we can't change it, so we just get on with it. We'll run our race, and hopefully we end up with the trophy.
James, congrats on the lap. Do you feel like this is a big achievement for yourself, a big moment in your career to be right up the pointy end here at Bathurst?
Yeah, I think definitely is for me. It's been something I've been really close to, getting the top 10 shootout at Bathurst a few times now. I was chatting to Dylan about it earlier, and he said, yeah, but this time you're well up there. It's not like you just got in. So it's certainly cool. Really looking forward to having the mountain to myself tomorrow for a lap, and just going to try and enjoy it.
Brody, you've regularly been multiple tenths faster than even the next best Camaro. What are you making of this parity chat coming from the Ford camp?
To be honest, I don't really know too much about it. I don't know. I haven't driven a Ford, so I don't know what they're like. But I know that we have been probably one of the best Camaro teams all year, probably consistently. Been very close with Triple Eight, and the Fords have. There's been different teams up and down all year, so that's all I really know. I can't really comment on parity and whatever. I don't know. So, and so doesn't anyone else.
Brodie, are you expecting the battle for pole position tomorrow to be a fight, or do you think you've got a comfortable enough margin?
I think nothing comes easy in this sport. So, I've sort of been pretty privileged this weekend so far to have a really fast car, but there has been times throughout the session where it hasn't been any good at all. So, just trying to keep up with the track conditions, and that's honestly been quite hard this weekend. The cars are very, very sensitive, and the window's very small. So, hopefully we stay on top of it, and hopefully we get it right for the shootout.
And if Van Gisbergen gets it together, is he the big danger man, do you think?
I don't really know. I'm racing everyone, not just him.
But out of the others, those not here, you don't think he might be the biggest threat?
Well, so far, these two guys are my biggest threats at the moment.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. Thanks for the entertaining Friday, and let's see what Saturday's got for us tomorrow.